limitless HBICs. How are you on this lovely Thanksgiving Day? How are you on this lovely Thanksgiving Day? Now, it's technically not. This is the night before. Yeah, okay, this is the night before. But happy Thanksgiving if you are someone that celebrates, or is it practices Thanksgiving, celebrates Thanksgiving. I'm hoping you're having a fabulous day. If you don't celebrate Thanksgiving on the same day as me, well, I hope you're having a fabulous day. And someone pointed out to me, and I did not know this, that Canada does do Thanksgiving, but they do it in October. So that's pretty interesting. You have Thanksgiving and Halloween all in one month. Huh. I love learning new shit. Anyway, back to the basics. If you need help figuring out what's going on between you and your manifestation, please feel free to email me at manifestingwithkimberly@gmail.com. All of my coaching options are in the Dropbox below and in the screens that just went by. I can't help but get more like animated or cinematic when I sing that little jingle now, because now I know you're singing with me, and I'm probably going to say it in every video for a while, right? It excites me. It excites me so much. So anyway, I have TikTok, I have Instagram, I have a channel membership. I go live every single Thursday with my channel membership. I go live at minimum once a week. The last few Wednesdays we haven't gone live because I've had calls. My intention is to go live tomorrow, which tomorrow for you is going to be Friday. So I'm hoping to go live on Friday. Black Friday. I love Black Friday. I love shopping on Black Friday. I don't go out. I do it online. Okay, stop. Okay, so I've had a bunch of coaching calls today, and one topic has come up more than once. Whenever that happens, I do make a video about it. So here we are, and I need to get this out of my system. All right. When we're manifesting, especially when we are manifesting something that involves another person that we have to deal with in our 3D day after day after day after day. So this can be for anybody. Maybe you're manifesting, like a promotion or money and I don't know, a specific person, obviously. Maybe you're manifesting, a better relationship with your current specific person. Maybe you're manifesting an ex-pac. But either way, if you're seeing this person or intermingling with them somehow, some way, regularly, and if they're still not showing up as the versions of themselves that we're preferring. Now, we already know that in order to get anyone to show up differently, it's us and only us that needs to change. Now, I never say that on this channel from a placement of, blaming and shaming. We should never be beating ourselves up for things that are showing up, especially I've ran across this in the comments. Some of you are experiencing solo vacations right now. And I know, listen, I'm with you. What a terrible time of year to experience a solo vacation. And I'm so sorry. Not that there's ever a good time, but anybody experiencing it right now, or maybe holidays are special to you, like they're special to me, and you're feeling the sadness of just not being with your person during holidays. I get that too, okay? So solos never feel great. Being alone doesn't feel great when we have a deep desire to experience love with someone. So I get it. I know how you're feeling. But sometimes we have that tricky experience where we have to intermingle with the person. And I've made videos on how to deal with the 3D when you're manifesting. But there is one particular behavior that I can't remember if I've made the video on. So it's what I would like to refer to as bracing for impact. Meaning, I'll use an example as if you are someone who must deal with your specific person every single day. And maybe there's a fear that they're gonna, say certain things to you. So I'm going to use a really specific example. So say you're in a relationship with your specific person. Maybe you're married, whatever. And they have brought up the idea of you two not being together anymore. So the threat is looming over you that, they might say the dirty, filthy words of they don't want to be with you anymore. And so now we're fearing that, okay? And some of us will fall into people-pleasing behaviors in order to keep the 3D specific person pacified, so they don't utter the words that you're fearing so badly. That's bracing for impact. And you know me, I'm always going to tell you the way you feel is valid. Your feelings are always valid. You're not wrong for feeling that way. You're not. But you're also keeping yourself stuck in a victim state. And a victim state is not a pleasurable state that's going to bring us our desires. It's going to keep us experiencing victim type experiences. And bracing for impact is not manifesting. It's not. Bracing for impact leads to the behaviors of manipulation, people pleasing, doing whatever we can, like living on eggshells, to not set that person off so they don't say, I don't want to be with you anymore. One moment, let's turn that music down. So if you're in any type of experience in this moment where you are going out of your way to kiss somebody's ass every single day, where you are inside dying because maybe they're showing up pretty damn disrespectful. Maybe they're not treating you that kind. Or maybe they're being okay, but you're still just in fear that they're going to say, we're done. Maybe you're bracing for impact every time you have a date with your specific person, that they're going to say, maybe I'm not that interested. Whatever it is, whatever you're manifesting. If we're consistently living in that, I'm afraid, like impacting with another vehicle feeling. If you're constantly in that mindset, just to avoid hearing something scary in our 3D, you're keeping yourself trapped. You're keeping yourself trapped in a state that is nowhere near beneficial to you. We manifest from the state we're embodying. Or another way of saying it is, we are manifesting from the who we are being, who we are identifying ourselves as. And if you're having to live day to day, bracing for impact, like, oh my God, I have to present myself in a way that's good, happy, people-pleasing, so SP doesn't get upset and say the words, we're done. Because you're fearing those dirty words. You're fearing them. And I'm not picking on you, because I was that girl too at one time. Not anymore. But if you're living in that fear state of, I just don't want him to say, I don't want him to say it's over. So I'm going to avoid everything, right? I'm going to brace for impact when I'm around that person. I'm not going to be authentic to myself. And being authentic to yourself doesn't mean you gotta say every single thing you're thinking on your mind to your person. That's not what I mean. But that's another video. We've got to find a way to deal with those behaviors. And the point of the video is, if you're doing that, and that resonates with you, me bringing the bracing for impact, I'm afraid SP or whoever is going to say a dirty word to me that means I can't have what I think I want, because you don't want that version of them. If you're sitting back bracing for impact, there's something about SP that they're reflecting to you that's making you feel like you're going to lose it, which all stems from beliefs within us, right? So we don't even really want that version of them. We want a version with them that we can be our confident, comfy, happy, loving, unconditionally loving selves with, right? Okay. But when we are in that placement of fearing, you're seeing your 3D as more powerful than you. Or if it helps you accept what I'm saying a little bit better, think of it from the perspective of, if you believe in God or universe, higher power, whatever, moonbeams, if every single one of us is a fractile of whatever it is you believe in, I'm going to say God/I am for me, right? If I'm a fractile of that, right, and it's God or I am, universe, moonbeams, having a human experience through us, through the concept of us, right? We're all consciousness. If that's the case, then how can there be any obstacles bigger than the ones creating? There can't be. When we're fearing things in our 3D, like the fearing of being broken up with, or hearing anything that is a rejection, we're fearing the impact of pain. That's not love. That's not what you want anyway. You want love with that person. That's not love. That's still based in fear. We don't have to live like that anymore. Once you're awake to conscious manifesting, we get to say bye-bye to fear. When we're deliberately like dumbing down our own behaviors, or, carefully scrutinizing how we're showing up to our specific person to make sure they don't say something that makes us afraid, all of our power, all of our manifestation, everything that we're trying to do goes out the window. When you really put it into perspective, there's nothing outside of you. There's nothing bigger and scarier out in your 3D. There's nothing. There's no obstacles. If you've got a third party, they're not an obstacle. They are a creation from you. Not to blame and shame yourself, just to call it what it is. You don't have to live in fear. You fearing SP just saying something that makes us feel rejected, you fearing that is you avoiding or putting a Band-Aid on dealing with the fact that we don't feel chosen or we fear abandonment, right? We're fearing something still that there's a belief within us that is still running rampant, that we're now living in fear, changing how we're being. And I don't mean changing in a beneficial way. This is in a fucked up way, a form of manipulation, because you're totally, listen, to get change, we got to change, right? But by change, we mean changing our inner selves, not hiding who we really are out of fear of upsetting specific persons so that they'll leave us, or to avoid having them say those words. Bracing for impact is something some of us do in avoidance to avoid fear. In avoidance of experiencing something out here that we're seeing is bigger than us. We're seeing it as separate from us. You're seeing your specific person, whatever it is you're manifesting, you're seeing that thing is outside of you, and it's not. Nothing is. There is no obstacles between you and your manifestation. You're the only thing that can ever get in the way. So we never have to brace for impact. If you're doing that, if you're experiencing that, I'm telling you, darling, there's something still we need to address. And you know me on my channel. It's not about telling yourselves there's something wrong, but living in fear, bracing for the impact. We don't want to do that. That's not you living your best life. And that's not you consciously manifesting your desires, because you don't have to live in a fearful mindset To manifest your desires in your 3D, you need to start deciding you are this new version of yourself who doesn't have to be afraid of the 3D. Hence, when you really start deciding that you are the new version of yourself, you will see what I mean when I say it constantly. It's a choice. It's a choice to decide the thoughts that are coming in your mind. It's a choice to believe them as your truth, or the choice of saying, that's the old self. That's not me anymore. I'm this new version in my new reality. And my 3D has no option but to reflect back to me this new self. It is a moment by moment choice. Bracing for impact, living in fear, is not you being in a more beneficial state. That is not you choosing a more beneficial reality. It's not you manifesting either. It isn't. That's not manifestation. Manifestation is working on you. And you don't even have to look at it as working on you. You can look at it as, I'm becoming the version of myself right now in this moment that has her desires, that is confident, that knows she's more than enough for anyone. More than enough. She's worthy. She's deserving of the best treatment, of unconditional love, without feeling like we have to change who we're being to avoid having this person leave our life. That's not manifesting. It's manipulation. And if you feel that you're doing that, we want to stop. We want to stop, and we want to ask ourselves, why? Why do we feel we have to live like that? Why are we in fear of those scary words? Those scary words really don't have power over you. When you realize that it's really just you, everything's you. Having an SP in the 3D tell you they don't want you anymore, I know hurts. But you're looking at it as that's the end. Now I can't have what I want. Yes, you still can. Maybe that moment that you heard the scary words was the moment you woke up to realize it's time to snap, crackle, pop my ass into seeing I haven't been my best self. I haven't been the version of myself that's not in fear of losing things by just a new way of thinking. I get to be the me that gets what she fucking wants and doesn't have to live a sad existence where we're hiding our true selves. Fuck that. It's not living. It's not manifesting. Not conscious manifesting. Not your happiest, most beautiful, sexy, sassy, saucy desires. That's like a form of, I don't know, torture. Torture. We don't want to do that. You don't have to be afraid. This is the place you get to work on losing those fucking fears and not feel like you're being freaking controlled. You're not going to be controlled by your 3D. Your 3D is the shadow world, and you're letting it control you by constantly living in fear. We can change that. Snap, crackle, pop. All right, now on that note, I got an apple pie to bake, guys. I gotta go. And my intention is to go live. You're gonna be watching this on Thursday. My intention is to go live Friday. Didn't I threaten you guys with shorter videos? Here we are. Love you all. Hope you have the best Thursday ever, the best Thanksgiving if you celebrate it.